Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm going to be doing the Why I'm a Reader tag. I was tagged in this by Cats and Camera. I will leave her channel link below so that you can go and see the video that she did and just to go and watch all her videos on her channel. So I just want to get right into answering the questions. So the first question is, choose one word that describes being a reader. Fun. Like, I don't know, it's always like fun to read and it's just enjoyable. So yeah. What's the very first book you fell in love with? I was like thinking about this one because like I would usually say The Hunger Games because that's the one that like got me properly into reading like YA and everything, but I was thinking about this and like even though I always read like the Lemony Snicket books and everything like that, I remember like absolutely loving My Friend Walter by Michael Morpurgo. I thought that was like the best book ever and I was like proper like obsessed with like the characters in it and everything. I just thought it was absolutely amazing. I thought like the Tower of London was like the most interesting thing ever after that, and like I was like, oh my god, like I like just wanted to go and see the Tower of London ever since I read that. And I read it actually to my wee brother recently and I was just like, I still love this book so much and like I can still remember like so many bits of it. I read it whenever I was like 12 and it was like so good. Like I just love it so much. It's like one of those books that like I'll never forget like reading because it was like the first book like I was like, oh my god, this is like amazing, like it's the best thing I've ever read. Hardcover or paperback. 100% like hardcover. It's like always like so satisfying to read like a hardcover book. Like it feels like so nice and all. It's just like it motivates me to read hardcover books. Like whenever I have a hardcover, it's just like I just want to read it. I don't know why. How has reading shaped your identity? I would say like a lot. Like whenever I was like especially like 14 and 15, like I was like absolutely obsessed with like the Hunger Games. So like I like completely like changed after I read that because like it was like the first time that I was like properly like obsessed with the book or like a movie or anything like that, and ever since then like reading has been like one of those things that like I have always loved doing. And if it's something I always do, it's going to like have like an effect on me. And as well, because I like love the Hunger Games and everything like that, I started really loving like English, like GCSE. So then I went on to A-level and now like I've applied to do it for my degree. So like it's probably like shaped me as who I am now because as well it's what I'm going to be like specialising in for my like degree and everything like that. I might end up being like an English teacher or something like that, and like making these like YouTube videos. I would have never done that if I hadn't read the Hunger Games and then start watching BookTube. So yeah, like all of those kind of things. What book do you read when you need to be comforted? The only book that I have like reread like just bits and pieces like randomly whenever I want to would probably be The Catcher in the Rye. Like I would go and if I'm like really like just want to like read something I already know, or like I'm just like bored and like I just don't want to read what I'm currently reading, I would go and like take out bits of like The Catcher in the Rye and just read those. But as well, like I would say a lot of the time I would pick up like poetry. Like I have like loads of different poetry books. I would always like pick up like Emily Bronte or John Donne, Emily Dickinson as well. Like those are probably the poets that I would like read most. Like I love like reading those if I'm not in the mood just to be reading a proper book and just want to be reading like something that makes me like feel better, but I don't want to like read something that like I'm reading at the time, like a novel or something. I just want to read like something that I already know and just reread something like, but like quickly. Like I don't want to like stay by it and like pick that. So like that would be like, I don't know, like I'm like probably like my poetry book. Who taught you to be a reader? My mummy would have like always been reading books and like she would have read to me whenever I was younger, like always. She would have even like made up stories, or like she would have read like Enid Blyton and everything a lot to me. So it's probably that. Like I wouldn't have been like discouraged to read, and like there would have always been books bought for me. Like I remember like being obsessed with Howard Henry and things like that, and like my mummy would have always bought me like the books. I would probably been like encouraged to read, but I didn't even really realise it. Describe your dream reading lounge. Do you ever see it in like TV shows whenever there's like a big, like in like the character's room or something, like they have like a big window and then like one of those like seats like along the window where like they can sit and like have like a cup of tea or something and then like sit by the window on a wee comfy thing. Like that is my dream reading lounge, and like I could have like really nice hot chocolate and like read whenever it's like raining on like the wee thing beside the window. What book changed the way you act or see the world? There's like a couple of different books like in different ways. Like The Hunger Games, like that changed like the way I see things because of like how much like I became like obsessed with it, and it also made me start reading like other YA books and then ended up going into classics. So like I suppose The Hunger Games, but I also like really think The Catcher in the Rye because I started like taking on like wee bits and pieces of the things that Holden Caulfield would say. I don't know if it's because I thought I was like him or I wanted to be like him, but like I always thought like, oh, he's like me. So I don't know, like probably like the two of them, The Catcher in the Rye and The Hunger Games, for like two different ways, but like yeah, definitely like them two books. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have done this video, please let me know and I will watch it. So just tell me down below in the comments if you have done it before. I would like to tag the September issue in this video, so I will leave the link to her channel below. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.